So we're going to be talking about and showing you how to replace a shampooer cord on this Hoover shampooer. A lot of people who have shampooers, the reason they have them is because they have puppy dogs, and puppy dogs like to chew on cords. So it's pretty common that we see these shampooers where the cord has been damaged by a dog. This is an electrical repair of an electrical wire that goes directly into the motor, so it should only be performed by an authorized Hoover service center. This video is intended for that purpose and other various disclaimers. I'm going to first pop off the dirty water tank and set that aside. So you can use a genuine Hoover cord for this. The advantage to that is it will already have the strain relief on it as well as the clip. But if you're not able to get that, which you likely won't be able to for very long, you can also substitute for more generic cords that you can get from vacuum suppliers as well. So on this particular newer model of Hoover, there's a clear plastic piece right here that clamps down over the cord where the cord goes in. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And you can see where the cord kind of runs in here. Again, the advantage to getting a genuine cord is it will have this strain relief pre-installed, and it'll have the little red mark there, and everything will be all sized out, as opposed to getting a generic cord where you have to feed the cord through the strain relief, and hopefully it's the right gauge cord. So that's the advantage to getting a genuine cord. So I'm also going to need to pull off the top. There's 8 screws involved there. They're all marked with arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I remember correctly, I don't think I need to remove this brush for this repair. So I'm not going to take the brush out, but you know what? I've already got this thing flipped over. I'm going to take the brush out. These brushes just pop out. They're not screwed in, like so. And we will flip this baby over. I'm going to go ahead and remove this and get it out of the way. Kind of flops around. There's 2 screws on the top, one here, one here. And the top cover should now be fully loosened. These newer machines, I've been noticing their top covers are real tight. There we go. And have not been coming off for me real easy. All right, so right here, this is the actuator arm that turns the brush on and off when you tilt this up and down. We're gonna need to remove that. It's clipped in right here. To kind of carefully pop that out. This spring will go flying back here, so don't lose that. All right, so we'll need to remove this main turbine. I think, actually we don't. I think we can get away without pulling the turbine. I'm gonna try it without pulling the turbine first. There's a cover right here that covers where the cord comes in, and that is all we actually have to remove, but it's tight. So a lot of times we may have to like pull the motor cover and all kinds of stuff if we can't get it to wiggle out right. But it should only be, I believe it's 3 screws here to take out just this cover right here, if I can get it to come out this time. I got it out, and I do need, yeah, I am gonna need to pull out the turbine assembly here, but I'm not gonna, there's only 3 screws, 2 in the front, 1 in the back for the turbine. So I in fact did need to pull the brush bar, because that goes into the turbine. I'm just gonna lift it up and out of the way. There's a hose on it right there. I'll just set it aside. All right, now this puppy will pop out. There we go. So down here is where all your cords come in. So you can see where these cords kind of go through these grooves right here. Everything's all laid out so that nothing gets pinched. And I'm just gonna kind of pull this out here. And you'll see your connection here. You have, again, the nice thing about a genuine cord is your black cord will have a clip on it on this model. And that clip goes into the power switch back here. And you have another black cord running off the power switch, which runs directly into your motor bucket. And you have 2 white clips right here, white to white, green to green, green is your ground. I'm going to pinch those and pull them off. pinch this and pull it off. Now, if you don't have these crimps, you can't really, I don't know that you can get crimps readily at a hardware store. You can use regular wire nuts. However, because of the amount of vibration that takes place in cleaning machines, I suggest that if you are going to use wire nuts, that you also use zip ties. So you twist your wires together, and then you zip tie your wire together right here, and then you put your wire nuts on, and then you electrical tape the wire nut on to keep it from vibrating loose, because there's so much vibration here. It's not like when you're doing electrical work in your wall or maybe a radio or something like that. There's a lot of vibration that takes place, so wire nuts can eventually vibrate themselves off in this environment. So I really like to kind of belt and suspenders. I put a zip tie down here, and then wire nut it, and then tape the wire nut on. So anyway, but we're pulling the cord out. So we got all our wires unhooked. One of them's a clip, white cord, green cord, and then the cord, we'll just pull out the bottom right here. And the new cord is gonna go right back in there. Again, if you get a genuine, you've got everything marked, so you're just gonna put this through here. You'll see where everything fed through. You'll feed it back through and hook it back up. That's all there is to it.